Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Good evening from Peachtree City. Hope you're all keeping well and social distancing and looking at. Actually, you know what? You should be here in Peachtree City. I'm watching my neighbours across the back. We live at the end of a street and we have lovely neighbours across the street, and they're actually having a party in their golf carts over on the field right beside us over here. They're very noisy, so they're having a great time. But they're all keeping 6 feet apart. So I hope you're all keeping well. It's a tough time for everybody. We're going to do things a little bit differently tonight because we've discovered I can't keep up with the questions, and it's only after this is over that I go back and I see all these questions that I missed. So I have Cian here with me tonight. I have Jack here with me tonight. I have Scott over in the corner who's going to read your live questions. And Jack and Cian are going to go through some of the questions that you posted today. Some really cool questions. Some have never been asked before. Hello, Stelise. I hope you're being good and staying indoors. I'm sure you are. I'm sure they're not running. Oh no, maybe you're still running. 6 feet apart. Scott's still running. 12 feet apart from most. He's still doing it. Crazy, crazy people. There was a very cool video today of a lady standing out in the street shouting at someone, going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, no one's chasing you? You're just running?" But it's 7 o'clock in the morning as she swigs a glass of wine. So everybody's got a little insane at this stage. But we're all doing good here. Everyone's healthy. We haven't been outside of the doors, really, except to grocery shop sometimes and pick up food. And then the boys ended up picking up food at Palmer's today, and the lady made them dance curbside for curbside pickup. So Ashley had her thanks for having them. They were delighted to dance. I've never seen them so eager to get out and actually do something. So that's been fun. But yes, apart from that, everybody's keeping well and healthy. I'm still teaching all my classes, so I'm teaching them online, which has been wonderful. I already do online classes with people for a certain portion of the year, but having to transfer all my regular classes to online classes was somewhat of a brain melt. But we survived, and the kids were very adaptable and wonderful, as they always are. They're very cute, and so I miss their hugs and their kisses at the end of every class. But it's been great. They've been brilliant, and they're very focused on their learning, so that's been fun. I've got to spend a bit of time in the studio as well on my own because there's obviously nobody there, so I've done plenty of singing myself, considering recording an album just from the academy because the acoustics are so good, except for the terrible piano playing that I accompany myself. But apart from that, we've just been trying to spend family time together and look after each other and cook and stay healthy. So we are going to start with a few questions. So Jack and Cian are going to call out some of the ones that are there, and Scott's going to throw in a few live ones if anyone missed those ones. So Jack, you can go first. What have you got?
From Beth Larson.
Yes.
Which song has been the hardest and most challenging for you to perform, and why?
I think I talked about this the last time. My two favourite songs to sing were The Blessing and The Voice. For very different reasons. Even though everybody might think The Blessing was the easier one of the two, The Blessing was always harder for me because it's so exposed. And I don't really like being exposed as a singer. I like lots of help. And I always kind of felt just me and the piano was really, really hard. I loved singing it, but it was really difficult to sing. And The Voice is probably the most physically demanding song that I sang, but it was always quite easy. It kind of fell out every night, even though I had to physically work harder to get the notes out. It always sat very well. There was a lot of muscle memory, I think, went into The Voice, whereas I didn't think that. With The Blessing, I probably thought The Blessing was easier every night, and anyone who sings knows you kind of have to be on edge a little bit every time you sing a song. So yeah, equally. But then it would depend. Each tour was different. I'd go through phases of songs being really easy and then songs being really difficult as well. So each time it changed. But out of the two, they were the hardest songs for different reasons. What you got, Cian?
Okay. Alan BSTN asked, Did you ever feel insecure or doubt about if you were talented enough when you started your career? Any advice for those who feel insecure about their certain talent?
Always. I still do. Every singer feels insecure. Every performer feels insecure. I think it's half the reason we do it. There's an element of self-doubt all the time. And what I learned mostly from Celtic Woman, because that was very different for me, that was more about being myself as opposed to anything else I'd ever done. It was usually roles I was playing. Even to Riverdance, Riverdance was very different musically for me, so I still kind of considered it a role, and as much as I considered Celtic Woman a role, it was still a lot more of me. David had wanted me there because of the way I sounded, so I didn't have to try and change the way I sounded. So that was great because it taught me that it really is about you as a person and what you bring, and sometimes the more different you are, the more appealing you are to people. I find it hard to understand how you get, 100 people in for a musical theatre audition and 100 of them sound the same. Does it come down to then the way you look, or, if you're taller or if you're smaller, or if you match better with the leading guy? So I think Celtic Woman taught me that. It taught me that it really does come down sometimes to the person's preference, which, I can't be 6 foot and I can't sing super soft. So there are things about me that I know were appealing. So that helped. But yes, I still, it'll never be perfect in my head. I will never be perfect. No matter how hard I work, I'll never be happy with the end result. And I think that's part and parcel of being a singer. Yes. Jack.
Jessica Holtquist.
Yes.
Asked, if you were a genie, what 3 wishes would they be?
At the moment,
3 big
I
ones.
would wish for everybody to be healthy. I would wish for people to be a little bit more tolerant, and then I'd wish to win the lotto. Yeah. Okay, Scott, what you got?
You've been asked what would be your favourite role to play in a musical and why?
Oh, I'd love to go back and play Florence Vassy in Chess. That was my favourite musical that I ever did. I loved every single minute of it. And I'd love being older. I'd love to be able to go back with the life experience I've had to play that role. It's still the one. And then I think I said the last time as well, I want to be Alexander Hamilton. So when Lin-Manuel Miranda decides to go really the opposite direction and make Alexander Hamilton a woman, I'm in. I'm down. Yes, Keith.
Mark Towner asked, might be a stupid question, but these days do you prefer performing or teaching?
It's a really good question. I don't know. They're so different. I get very nervous when I perform, and I don't get very nervous when I teach. I feel very comfortable teaching now. It took a while to get there, but I feel very comfortable. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. And again, this comes back to Alan's question. I don't ever feel completely secure in myself as a performer. So I think the last concert I did made me feel a little bit better as a performer, because I'd obviously had vocal surgery, so I was nervous about my voice, and I kind of came to the realization that it actually didn't really matter how good I sounded, that people were happy for me just to be there and to do the show. But I got through it vocally, so I was delighted with that. So that helped. But I think they're different. I don't actually prefer one over the other.
If time travel were possible, would you go forward or backward?
I don't really want to get any older, but I don't know. Probably forward. Yeah. On grandbabies. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Jack, what you got?
From Rachel Roberts.
Hi, Rachel.
What has been or is one of your most greatest achievements in your musical career?
Ooh.
I suppose Celtic Woman was that really was the ultimate. I mean, I've often said to people, if God forbid anything happened to me, I would be very fulfilled in my career. There's nothing else I really want to do. Recording my own album was amazing, obviously. Getting to be on stage in front of an audience every night was incredible. I think, living your dream is an amazing achievement. So there's no one part of my career that has been a highlight, because everything has led to something else. So it'd be very easy to kind of go, well, getting into Riverdance was amazing, which it was. It was insane, and I was so unprepared at the time for it, and I didn't expect it. I didn't even think I'd get the audition. So there's been so many things, but it's what happened before that to get me to that point. So every kind of stepping stone is a highlight. I know that's a really vague kind of answer, but it's so true. There isn't one that I went, oh, That's it.
Right, Nick Glob, I think.
Yes.
Lisa, I'm not sure if you've already answered this, but when like the coronavirus is all clear as announced, what are the thing you and your family are going to indulge in or have missed the most?
School.
Oh, Jack's at school. Yeah, Jack misses school and his girlfriend, so he will want to indulge in that. I don't know. Sadly, I'm really enjoying it. I like being
Same.
stuck at home for the most part. We're on spring break this week, so I'm not actually teaching lessons. So this is my first proper week actually being at home. But I love the kids being around, so that's been nice. It's been nice to have Scott home at weekends because he's usually in Baltimore at the weekend. So he's been here. So that's been great. And obviously the biggest downfall, well, like obviously it's a huge downfall. We were supposed to be in Ireland right now, so I would have been celebrating my sister's 40th and the kids would have been dancing in the Worlds. So that's a bit of a bummer. So I think being able to travel is probably what I'm most excited about after all of this. But I'm quite content being here. Hello, Elaine Kavanagh.
Elan?
Okay, what you got, Scott?
What is your most favourite venue from your Celtic Woman touring days?
Oh, I answer this one every time. Okay, who asked that?
I don't have any idea.
He didn't
Roy
W.
Crass.
Roy, I answer this all the time. My favourite venues, they're all different. So when you tour all the time and you go into different theatres, like I love theatres. Theatres are my passion. I love the smell. The older the theatre, the better, but it just means more dust, which means more allergies. But I love the old Fox theatres. I love the Palace Theatre in Louisville. All those really old theatres that have a history about them. I'm like that about houses though as well. I love going into really old houses and everything that's happened in there. I love that. But then it's nice to get a break and do arenas as well. And then we were so lucky we got to do outdoor venues. So we got to do Red Rocks and you got to do the Greek Theatre in LA. So we got to do so many wonderful venues all the time. It would change all the time and that's really nice. But if I was asked my very, very favourite, it would be the Fox in Detroit. Very favourite. Yes, Jack.
Doug Hammerberg says, what is one thing you've always wanted to do but have not had the time or chance to do yet?
Iron Man.
No, I have no intention of doing an Ironman. I don't know, probably like actually go on holidays. I don't think I've been on holiday, like an actual proper downtime vacation where people haven't called Scott, usually Scott, or me, or we have to talk about Irish dance, or we have to talk about where we live, or that kind of thing. So I would actually look forward to a really nice holiday. I would really like to go away for 2 weeks and completely shut down. That would be amazing. That would be fabulous. Yes. What you got, Keith?
Go to Scotty.
Oh, Scotty, okay.
Have you any favourite current pop songs?
Current favourite pop songs. Oh yeah, that one, the one that we were playing earlier today. There's one at the moment.
Which one? The one on TikTok?
If I knew that.
How's it go?
If I knew that. The one
I
that was
play it?
playing, yeah, not the one you danced to, but the
No.
one we played. There's one out at the moment that's really different.
Is it the Little Nas one?
Oh, Rodeo.
Rodeo.
Yes, love Rodeo. Love Little Nas X.
Yeah,
love
Lil
it.
Nas,
Yes, love it.
I have one now.
Okay.
Okay. How is your life different here living in the US compared to your life in Ireland? Do you miss home?
Of course I miss home. Home is home, yes. Yeah, I mean, they're very different. I think we talked last time as well about like cultural differences. And obviously I'm in the South, which is totally different again to living up in New York. Yeah, there's so many differences. I think I said the last time the biggest cultural difference was people not waiting at the door when you're leaving. That's
cool.
just so weird. In Ireland, it's like the long goodbye. When you're leaving, everyone's like waving for ages, and you're going up the road, and people are still waving after you. And I remember the first time we left someone's house here in Georgia, we were walking out the door, and the door is closed behind you. And myself and Scott were like, "Oh my god, did we say something wrong?" But there's pros and cons. I mean, there really is of both places. I very much love where we live, but I really miss my family and food, and I really miss Irish culture and Irish humour. So it's different. It's different.
Leading on from that, Ron Hill wants to know if you could live anywhere in the world outside of Peachtree City or Ireland, where would it be
New York,
and why?
because I love it. I just love it. I just feel it's so funny. I didn't get to go to New York until the very first Celtic Woman promo trip that we did. I've been in the States for 5 years prior to that, but we just never got to New York because Riverdance had been on Broadway at the time, and I was in the touring show. So I never got to do New York, and I remember calling Scott when I got there, and I was like, it just felt like home. I felt very much at home. I knew my way around, even though I didn't have Google Maps at the time. I didn't have my phone. I just felt very much at home. I love hustle and bustle. I know that's the total opposite to you, Ron. I know. You'd much rather be like out in the middle of the countryside. And I do like that too, but there's just something about New York that pulls at my heartstrings every single time I go. I just love it. Love it. Yes, Jack.
Christopher Baker asks, what is a good isolation activity during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I'm about to start. Well, you should be practicing your singing, Christopher Baker. So you have plenty to keep you busy. I've cleaned out my pantry. I've cleaned my house.
Ozark.
I've cleaned out my wardrobe. I've watched Ozark. I'm on little fires everywhere. Something else. I watched Tiger King. Like, highly entertaining. I've caught up on Netflix because I never get a chance to do that because I work late. So, yeah, I'm just kind of taking it easy now. Yes.
Tanya Roberts wants to know, she may be behind the curve on this, but how did you meet your husband?
How did I meet Scott? Scott was the very first person I met when I joined Riverdance. I arrived in Raleigh, Durham, and we were leaving. It was a Sunday night, and we were leaving the very next day, and Scott was in the bar, and I came into the bar, and I knew of some people. I didn't really know anyone. I knew Aidan Conway and Lorraine Cotter was there, and they were very sweet to me. And Scott came up to me at the bar and just started talking to me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy's crazy. What's he saying? He asked me to go out to the bar with him that night. I said, no. And then we were best friends. We were just best friends for a really long time. And then eventually he kissed me. He's going to say, I kissed her. It's not true.
You have to tell the truth.
No, tell the
You
truth.
have to tell
No.
the truth.
It's okay. We're moving on from that question.
Tell
Okay.
the truth. That was a lie.
So as your kids are this is from Beth Larson. As your kids are getting older, would you consider moving back to Ireland even if they ended up in the States?
No, I won't leave them. No, I wouldn't leave them in the States. No.
Who's leaving who?
No. If we had to go home and leave the kids in the States.
Like when we're older.
Would we leave the kids and go home? No. Scott's saying yes. I'm saying no. No, I wouldn't leave them. I'm just going to follow them around. Yeah. Jack, what you got?
Sang Fan asks, would you ever consider voicing an animated character who sings on an animated movie? Not your
I did.
Tinkerbell.
Well, I didn't voice Tinkerbell. I sang the start to Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure. Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure. I did the song for that. I actually did a recording for Steven Universe here in Atlanta. One of the nights, it was the 2 days before the concert in, I want to say 2017. I had been asked by TNT, who were based here in Atlanta, to go up and record a song for Steven Universe. I'm trying to think of the name of the song. I can't remember it. So I went anyway, recorded it, did it, and then they decided they wanted to make a change in it, and they wanted me to come back in and record it for on the day of my concert, and I couldn't do it. So they ended up using somebody else, which sucked. But I could do an animation. It'd be fun. Yeah, something different. What do you have, Scott?
Do you want me to go?
Scott's
Yeah, you
censoring
go,
some.
Ian.
Okay.
I'm trying to read through these. Some of them are.
The thing's lagging at the moment.
Okay, you read the ones that people have made
I
then.
know.
Okay.
If you could take a dream holiday vacation, where would you go?
Las Vegas. No, I've never been to the Caribbean. I'd love to go to the Caribbean. I haven't been there yet, and that's on my list. But I do love Las Vegas too. Scott's laughing, but he knows that I love Las Vegas. It's like simple pleasures for Lisa.
Barbara Tasson was asked, Tatum.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Old Blind Dog Pub in the Atlanta area? It's a cool place.
No.
It seems to be an authentic type of ice
Have
cream.
not been there, but I did see it on House Hunters once and keep going, oh, we should go there. But we very rarely venture out of Peachtree City. Maybe to Atlanta, but kind of north of Atlanta.
Busy.
Not so much. Yeah, we're busy. Jack.
Kerry Cabral asked,
Yes.
last time I asked the boys what their favourite meal that you cooked for them was. Now I ask, what do you cook that they like the least?
Ooh,
I don't know what you like the least.
bolognese.
Oh yeah, Cian hates bolognese. I don't know why.
Don't like it.
Okay, I don't know why. It's so
What
weird.
about you, Jack?
I don't think anything she's made I'm not like.
Jack's so clever.
That's very well done,
I
Jack.
answered so fast and you were like...
Okay, besides singing and performing, what other hobbies do you have?
I love to cook. Although Cian apparently doesn't like my cooking, but Jack
Bolognese.
does. And that's why Jack's my favourite.
Don't like your bolognese.
No, Cian loves my cooking. I love to cook. Apart from that, I don't really have much.
You love running.
Shut up.
You love riding.
I don't do any
Love a
physical
good
I go for
activity.
a walk.
I like going for a walk. I go for a walk with Grania, my friend in Peachtree City, all the time. And I go for a walk with Jennifer. And I go for lots of walks. I have lots of walk dates.
More
Not
than that.
anymore.
Not anymore because I'm not allowed to go anywhere. But I've gotten really back into singing myself on my own, which I never ever did. But because I'm in the studio a lot on my own, I'm waiting for people to log on for FaceTime and stuff. I'm doing a lot more singing and I'm really enjoying that. That's been fun. Cute.
Beth Larson's asked, without being modest, what do you think your best quality is as a person? You're so caring.
Oh, thanks. I'm caring.
Suck up.
Yeah, he has
I
to.
love all
He
your
didn't
food.
like my
I said I
bolognese.
love
Yeah, Jack. I like to think I'm caring.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Supportive.
very funny.
Supportive.
Kia says I'm supportive. I'm supportive.
Did you say funny?
I think I'm funny. Oh, Jack. Oh, they're like.
Well, you think you're
I
funny.
think
You're
I'm
You
gas.
laugh at
I
your
think
own
you're
jokes
gas.
all the time.
I think you're hilarious.
They obviously, yeah. Jack does not think I'm funny. Hey, Tamara Galassi. There we go. Now that's a singing teacher that everybody needs. Tamara was Tamara was the first singing teacher I had that allowed me to be myself. And you were great. Love you, Tim.
Go on,
What
Jack.
you got, Jack?
Guy Pryor asks if you're doing any online classes at the moment.
Yes, always. If you want to do
all
online
day, every
classes,
day.
all day, every day.
Do you want to
Yes.
dance?
Send me an email. Hey Rachel. Yes, send me an email if you want to do online classes. I have plenty of time at the moment.
Do the kids sing, Lisa?
Yes,
No.
all the kids sing. They do. Will they sing? No, but they do. They all have very different qualities to their voice, which is amazing. But like of them all, Ellie's the one who sings the most. Cian has a gorgeous voice, as does Jack, and they have great ears, so they can pick up music really, really quickly.
Jerry Cassell. Looking forward to hearing this from you. Always wondered your tour. I've always wondered how your tours were so long. How did you keep your energy up, and were you glad when they ended?
In all honesty, yes. Always glad when they ended because they were so hard going. It's very easy to keep your energy up because there's a certain amount of adrenaline that hits. So like while there'd be times you'd be doing sound check and you'd be like, oh, I don't want to do this tonight. As soon as you would hear the audience in the venue and you're standing side stage and you're nervous, that adrenaline kicks in, and every audience is different. So every audience brings something very different to your performance. So you never get tired of doing it. There were times that you get tired singing certain songs, but for the most part, I enjoyed the show every single night. So yes, you will be excited that it was over because there was a bit of downtime, but there was always a sadness on the last few shows before a tour ends because you always lose people. So you'd lose some crew, or in our case we'd lose girls. So that was always hard. It was always kind of hard. Yeah. Jack.
Mary Moore asks, do you like dogs or cats?
Dogs. Yes.
Another person asked, do you have any dogs?
I have 4 dogs. I have Molly, Harley, Charlie, and Alfie. And Alfie is a Yorkie, and Harley and Charlie are Dachshund mix dogs, and Molly is a lab. So the little dog is Alfie, and he's like the king of the castle. He destroys the other 3.
Do you want that?
Yeah, it says, Does Scott still have a motorcycle, and do you ride with him?
No. He does not have a
Wait.
motorcycle.
Will he have?
He does not have a motorcycle.
Currently.
He does not, because he is doing his Ironman training, so he has one that he actually has to put effort into. So he has his road bikes. He doesn't have a motorcycle, and no, I have never been on a motorbike in my life. I actually only told somebody that the other day. I've never been on your motorbike. I will not get on a motorbike. I'm not a thrill seeker at all.
Ride.
No, I've never been on a horse. Never. I need to. I told Erica that today. I've never been on a horse. Never ridden a motorcycle. Never been on a roller coaster.
Have you been on a quad bike?
Never been on a quad bike. The golf cart. I love cars, and I'll drive really fast
Been on
cars.
a boat?
But
Been on a
yeah, I
boat?
don't like being on a boat though. You
But
know
you've been
this
on a
about
boat.
me. Yeah, I don't like being on a boat.
I have one from Harold Strauss.
Okay.
What do the kids think of their at-home teacher? And Sláinte.
I think they probably think their at-home teacher is very lazy because I have such faith in the school system that we are in here that I'm assuming my kids could do the work on their own. Harry's teacher might disagree with that.
School? I thought you were talking about just singing and
No. Harry's teacher might disagree with that, but these kids are very well trained. They have. I see Harry's old teacher there, Miss Fur, is online. They're so adaptable. They've been so adaptable to change. They have spent so much time working and doing their schoolwork. I haven't had to get on their case at all. Keen's already in online school. Yeah. Jack is great at school anyway, and he has Dia to keep him on top of all his work. And Ellie loves studying anyway. So none of them get that from me. None of them. Yes, that's all their dad.
Pat Walsh says, have you or Scott ever parachuted?
God, no. I just said I... No, I've never... I told you. No, I think my previous question has answered that. Not a chance. I have no desire to do anything.
Come on.
You can do it yourself. I have no desire to do anything like that at all. No.
Someone's asking who's a singer that has perfect pitch.
From Celtic Woman.
I think so. It just has perfect pitch.
Lynn Hillary. And Chloe's pretty close to perfect pitch. I don't have perfect pitch, but Lynn and Chloe probably. I'm nearly positive Chloe does, but Lynn definitely does. Definitely. Yes.
Kerry Hill wants to know, what red wine are you drinking tonight, and is it virtual happy hour?
Oh, yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Is that past
What
6
red
o'clock?
wine are you
It's a Pothick. It's always a Pothick. Always. Yes, Jack.
Oh, Nelly.
How old are your children?
My children are 17, 15, nearly 16.
Why'd you choke on my
No, because I was trying to think there. Harry is nearly 8 and Ellie is 12.
Is she?
Yes, she's 12. I know, yeah, your dad keeps
Bob
saying she's
Gailey.
12. Yes.
Will you ever come to Hawaii? Question mark.
I'd love to go to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. Actually, that would be a nice trip. And Karen Brubaker keeps telling me to go, but I haven't been. I have to go. Yeah, at some point I'd love to go to Hawaii.
Beth Larson, follow up on the last question.
Okay.
What is perfect pitch?
Oh, what is it?
What is
Perfect pitch is when someone will tell you a note, or they will know that the note that they're singing is not the note. So, like, if I said to you, sing a G, they'd be able to sing a G because they know what a G sounds like. I kind of know what a G sounds like, but I'm not going to try it today because the starting note for the first song on Riverdance was a G. So, yeah, most that would be the best kind of description of it. They know when the note, or they would look at me and go, Lisa, you're singing the wrong note. You're singing an E flat and it should be a D. Yes.
Lisa, where are you living now?
I live in Peachtree City,
Right now.
Georgia. Right now. Yes. There's loads of Peachtree City people on here tonight. Or Fayetteville people.
Can you speak Gaelic?
No. I can, and I can understand it a little bit, but I'm really not very good at it. We have to learn Irish all through school. It was just not something I was there. My grammar is really good. I have good Irish grammar, but my speaking is not good. Hence the reason why David Downs would never let me sing in Irish.
Tom Fox asks, given it was April Fool's Day recently, what are some interesting pranks you did with Celtic Woman?
The pranks that I did with Celtic Woman, I am not prepared to discuss. They were all on Mairead because Mairead is the only one that was gullible enough to believe the things I said. So I'm not a prankster, but if Mairead is around, actually Sarah Golding knows one of them that we did on Mairead. Sarah Golding knows a lot of the things that we did. I'm not a major prankster. I love a prank, but I'm not very good. I can't keep a straight face. Chloe can keep the best straight face. She can just like keep it keep straight the whole time. I just can't do it.
Go on, Scotty.
How are your sisters doing?
My sisters are great. My Joanne was 40 during the week, and I was supposed to be at home celebrating her 40th this week, but I'm not. And Helen is wonderful. Yes, they're all great. They're great.
Is there a chance you'll ever grace the stage with Celtic Woman again, do you think, Lisa?
No, I don't think so. It's like so long since I was part of it, and it's not what I was part of. It's totally different, and I don't know where I would fit in that, but no, it's not. It's not something I've thought about doing. So I don't know. I mean, never say never. I would never say never, but it's not something that I've planned to do.
Karen Brewbreaker is asking, who is the most introverted person in your family and who is the least? Ooh. Juicy question,
What was the
Karen.
question again?
Who
Who's
is
the
the
most
most introverted
introverted
person in
person?
the house? And
Oh,
who
I'm
is the
definitely
least?
the most introverted.
No,
Very
I
nice.
might.
I think I'm probably the most introverted. I'm the one who doesn't socialise as much as the rest of them.
We socialise together.
Yeah, we're the two introverts, me and Cian. Jack's our social butterfly. Jack knows everybody everywhere. You go out on the golf cart with Jack, and from the time Jack moved here, you would hear, "Hi Jack, hi Jack, hi Jack." Everybody knows Jack. Harry knows everybody. Scott knows everybody in Peachtree City. I'll get friend requests from people and I go, "Who's that?" And Scott will be like, "Oh yeah, I know that."
Do you not?
Yes, you do. Scott's as much as people think Scott's an introvert, he's really not. Ellie's shy. Ellie's more shy than introverted, but she likes to be the life and soul of the party. I hate parties. So I'm the one that like panics. I get into a panic about. I've always been like that. I've never been a party person. So I get all these lovely invites to go to things and I always feel terrible, but I can't. I don't. And then Cian's a bit the same.
What?
Cian and myself would be very similar
Yeah.
like that, yeah. Yeah. Jack, what you got?
Tabitha Chance just wants to know how you are.
I'm great, thank you, Tabitha. I'm good. Yes.
Who's your favourite Irish actor?
Colin Farrell. I love Colin Farrell. I love Colin Farrell, and I love Daniel Day-Lewis, and I love Brendan Gleeson, and I love Colin Meaney, and girls. Which Irish actresses do I love? Oh, I love Liam Neeson as well. So I'm giving you all
He's
men.
not a girl.
I know, yeah. I'm trying to think of female Irish ones I love. Brenda Fricker. Who? Scott's like mouthing to me. Who
That's
I love.
okay.
Who are you telling me I love?
Nobody.
Hilda Faye.
Yeah.
I love Hilda Faye. Yes, I love Hilda Faye. I love the girl who played Sharon in The Snapper.
Sharon.
Tina Kelleher.
Sharon.
Some great older Irish ladies. Barbara Brennan. Yeah, loads of great Irish actors. Fabulous ones.
Stephen Olivo, are you still an SVU fan?
Kind of gone off it. I watch it because just to say I watch it, but I kind of miss Benson not being in it.
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara. I love Catherine O'Hara, but she's Canadian. She wasn't born in Ireland. But I do love Catherine O'Hara. She's amazing. Yeah, she's fabulous. Maureen O'Hara. Loved her. She was fabulous too. Sorry, what was I? Yes, I do watch it, but I don't love it as much as when Benson was in it. But I thought I saw something on Twitter that he's coming back. If he's coming back, I'll definitely watch it again.
Is he?
No, that'd be great. Cian is going to get 2 Great Danes when he's older and call them Benson.
Benson
Stabler.
Stabler, yeah. Do you want one?
What is your favourite southern food to either eat or to cook?
Fried green tomatoes. Love them. Love them. Love them. Didn't know they were a thing until I moved here.
Don Bach asks, you've performed in some of the most iconic venues in the world. Is the one that stands out to you most?
Radio City. It was the ultimate, and it was the first year we were with Celtic Woman, we got to play in Carnegie Hall, which I know my parents were like so excited about. Everyone in Ireland was so excited that we played in Carnegie Hall, but for me Radio City was just so iconic. I didn't really know anything about Red Rocks until I got there. I hadn't seen anything from Red Rocks, so I know how iconic that was, so it was also amazing. But for me the ultimate was Radio City. That was just phenomenal.
What made you decide to open a voice academy as opposed to continue to tour?
4 children. That was like, I wasn't going on tour with 4 kids, and I'm so glad. Knowing what Harry was like as a baby, it was like we made the right decision. I had no intention of touring after I had Harry, so that was just the next logical step. I wanted to teach. I've always
Oh,
wanted to
changed.
teach. I taught before I did Celtic Woman, so I wanted something different, and boy, was it different. It's been amazing.
Richard Burbine asks, outside of Devil Went Down to Georgia, have you ever sang any other country songs?
Blame it all on my roots. No, I love Garth Brooks when I was growing up, so I know that whole Thunder Rolls album. No, obviously when I got acquainted with Zach Brown, I learned some of his stuff, and they're pretty cool. But I kind of like his other stuff too. Love Trisha Yearwood. Always. Oh, who's the other girl country? I love Kelly Clarkson. She's not really country. Carrie Underwood. Loved all those. Loved Dolly Parton. So there was I had a huge amount of country songs growing up, but I wouldn't say I'm a pure country fan. I kind of like the crossover part of country. What have you?
Christina Simpson. Was one movie you could watch over and over again?
Some Like It Hot. Over and Notting Hill. Can watch Notting Hill and Some Like It Hot. Oh, and Father of the Bride. Can watch that over and over again. All those great classics. What you got, Scott? What shocked you there? Scott looked really shocked. Was it David Mansour post something?
No, Nicole Catherine said, have you left any of the children anywhere since leaving Ellie in the foyer?
No, I've never lost a child. I've never lost them in a shopping centre. No, except for leaving Ellie in the lobby, which was not my fault. Just like to point out. And I didn't leave her there for very long. And Chloe was there and Chloe found her. So, yes, no, I've never left my children anywhere.
Christina Simpson asks, what was your favourite Canadian city you've performed in? Vancouver.
Vancouver, yes. I actually went back. So I think you have to understand when we were touring with Celtic Woman, you get to spend a day in a place, and you don't even really get a day for the most part, because you get in the middle of the night or early in the morning, and then you check out of your hotel at 3:00 and you go to sound check and you do the show. So there isn't much chance for sightseeing and stuff. But when I was with Riverdance, we got to spend a good bit of time in each city. So you could have been a week or 2 weeks or sometimes 3 weeks, and we got to spend some time in Toronto. I really liked Toronto. Loved it. But then I've been in loads of places with Celtic Woman. I loved on the place that, where's the place in Alberta? Calgary. Loved Calgary. Loved being there. Loved Montreal. Loved Quebec. So all these places were gorgeous, but I didn't get to spend enough time to really appreciate them. So when the nationals for Irish dance were in Vancouver last year, I went back going, Vancouver it's alright, but loved it when I went back and spent a bit of time there not working. So that was really, really nice. Yeah.
Florentine Porcher asks, favourite Disney song?
When She Loved Me from Toy Story. It's my favourite Disney song. I'm really bad on my Disney knowledge. We have discovered there are so many songs and so many Disney movies I haven't watched. So that's one of my favourites. And that's only because I remembered, because I read it today and I was like, I love that song. So yes, I do love that song.
If this pandemic continues beyond a few months, will you and your husband and family be okay operating the Dancing Voices Academy and staying living in Georgia?
I hope so. I mean, I really, really feel that everyone's in the same boat. Everybody is, worried about their job and their job security and what they do, and everything has a ripple effect, and people think they're okay. And, that's obviously our brand is a luxury item for people that they may not be able to afford. So I hope so. I think we'll all come out of this very different people, and I hope this will bring out the best in people and will remind people how important it is to actually spend time together and spend time with your family. And maybe it'll just slow us all down a little bit. But I hope we'll be okay. Yeah.
I have one for Scott, actually, from Anne-Marie McHutchinson.
Yeah.
If she asked about the Patriots, I'm not
What
answering.
is your opinion about Brady leaving the Patriots?
It's a very touchy subject.
I have no comment. No
Yeah.
bueno.
I think we're all on the same page that we felt it was very bad timing. Very, very bad timing. So yeah, they weren't happy. Have you any headphones?
Jack has...
Jack as well. Sorry, Jack.
Pam Calloway. What's your favourite part about teaching the kids at your academy?
Firstly, Pam, I hope your husband's okay. I was so sorry when Carly told me today. I can't believe it, especially of all times. So I'm thinking of you all. I hope he's all right. My favorite thing is watching their confidence grow and watching them learn to accept themselves. And as much as I love to see them get better, they can't really get better until they accept who they are and they feel comfortable with who they are. So watching them grow like that is just amazing. And I also love when they've gone away and they've practiced something and they come back with their own little take on it. That's always wonderful. And I'm thinking of you both, all of you.
Norm Coleman asked, did you like the Point Theatre in Dublin?
You know, it was a blur. I don't even remember the Point. I remember being terrified of doing the show that night. It's always very hard to play in your hometown. It's always difficult because you know everybody in, so that for me there's a certain amount of security not really knowing people in the audience. So I remember being terrified. I really do not remember much about the show, but it was great to play at home. Yeah.
Go on, Scotty, you got one?
What items have gone flying off the shelves there in terms of panic buying?
Toilet paper, like any paper products. We have no
Bread?
paper products in bread.
Bread
Yeah,
in Publix the other day.
yeah, no, but I never buy that bread anyway.
Oh, I thought they were just asking like in
No,
general.
yeah, paper products, bread, cheese, very little meat in Publix, everything else we've been able to get. There's lots of vegetarian food left in Publix. But yeah, the paper products kind of confuses me a little bit, but yeah.
Sarah He says her girls love doing the summer camp.
Oh, I love your girls.
Do you
I love
think
you.
you'll get to have one this year with all that's gone?
I really hope so. I mean, our summer camps are planned for mid-June and mid-July, but I don't know. I don't know at this stage. We'll have a better
Yes,
idea.
we will.
Yeah, I mean, if everything is a little bit back to normal, I would endeavour to do the June one. But we'll see. We'll know more in May.
What African country would you like to visit?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Was that from Tolu?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it. Yes, I actually teach a girl who's from Nigeria as well as Tolu. No. Karina. So she's always filling me in on Nigerian things. So maybe Nigeria. Yes.
What is a trait that stands out in each of your children that makes them different?
Oh, come on, bring it
That
on.
stands out in each of them. This is like all the puzzles that my brother-in-law keeps sending me.
What trait?
Oh, in trait in each of the kids.
children
Okay.
makes them different.
Okay,
The more
so
negative, the better.
Cian is extremely loyal to a fault. Cian is like the most loyal person I've ever known, other than his dad. He's super loyal and argumentative. I love him.
One trait.
Okay.
Lisa.
One trait. Jack is super thoughtful. He's always thinking and helping around the place. Ellie is an emotional stone. She's the strongest person I have ever met in my life. She's so strong. I sometimes look at her and wonder where she came from, because she's like me and Scott put together. She's so strong, so headstrong. She knows exactly what she wants. She goes for it. Harry is super sweet. He's just super sweet. He's so kind. But they're all so different. People always say that. There's no one of them. Like, I can see Harry is a real mix between Cian and Jack. He's nothing like Ellie. He's way softer than Ellie is. He's a real mix of the two boys. But Cian and Jack aren't alike. They find each other very funny though, especially at like 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. They were nearly
Screamed down the
killed
house.
last night. They screamed the house down. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered doing a stage show like some other artists do, just so some of us fans can hear you occasionally, other than when you do a concert?
No, I just no. Firstly, because my primary job now is not being a singer all the time, I really don't have the time. So I teach 6 days a week. I only have Sundays off, and I actually teach every single night. So finding the time is always difficult to doing it. And I really, as much as I love doing this kind of thing, I don't know how I perform without an actual physical audience. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not something that appeals to me. I've seen Paul do it, and I've seen Chloe do it, and they do such wonderful jobs. I just, yeah, it's just not something I've thought of doing. But again, I'd never say never. We may have to. We may never be able to have shows ever again.
Randy Troth says favorite American city not in Georgia.
Or New York. Should we say New York?
Well, I said New
Say
York
New York,
already. Yes,
Las
New York.
Vegas.
Yes, Las Vegas. I love Charleston too. I love Seattle. Always love Seattle. Really love Seattle.
Christy Carey has a question for Scott and Lisa. Is it easier to teach other children or your own children?
Other children.
Depends on the child. Owen or others.
Yeah, no, I find it much easier. I don't particularly like teaching my own kids. So, yeah.
Sorry, Dad, but Karen Moore asks, how do you spell the name of the first mentioned child? I'm assuming that's
Cian.
me.
Cian.
If you couldn't have been a singer, then a voice teacher, what career would you have chosen? And the same question to Scott.
I had said the last time I would like to do something in criminology and forensics and serial killers.
I wanted to be a Supreme Court judge.
Yeah, Scott's the lawyer in the family. Yeah, he's the one. It stands to us. It stands to us.
Go on, another one, Dad.
Yeah.
Favorite musical theatre song to sing, and that's from Julian Edwards.
Julian, that's like a really unfair question. You know this. Probably Someone Else's Story from Chess. It's probably the one I feel most comfortable. And the whole soundtrack of Hamilton. I feel very comfortable singing the whole soundtrack of Hamilton, yes.
Who would be someone you dream to do a duet with?
Not you, Scott. Julian Edwards. Obviously. We already did. I already did a duet with
Lift
Julian
those
Edwards.
wings.
Lift your wings, Julian. I would love to do a duet
David Montessor.
with David Montessor. I haven't. Well, I've heard him sing. I'd love to do a duet with Michael Bublé. I think we would make a fabulous team. Scott's not impressed. We would.
Who?
I could
Whatever.
see me and
Michael Bublé?
Michael
The
doing
drink is not
a
good.
great
Christmas album.
Christmas album. Me and Michael. Yes. I did say Zach Brown last time, and I got to do a duet with Zach Brown, so
Correct.
that was pretty cool. You're very slow. They're very slow. They've
No,
slowed
because
way
we can't
down.
access the ones that posted.
Why?
Because they're loading. So we're only taking live. So you need to let people know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if
just
you have a
spam the
question,
questions.
yeah, they can't access
No.
the ones that we asked.
Yeah, if you're
They're
on the
so
live stream,
strange.
just start spamming
But
questions.
can you do a rap from Hamilton, please?
Ooh.
No,
Yes.
Yes, go on.
Liam is
Yeah.
not watching.
Go on.
No,
Oh.
I'm
Boy.
saving that for my next concert.
Favorite Elvis song? Bang.
Favorite Elvis song? I know he didn't write it, but him singing "How Great Thou Art."
Ooh. Have you purchased your
Ah.
new Tampa Bay Patriots jersey yet?
No,
of course
not-
I have.
Not a chance. Ron, I know where you live. You can't distance for that long.
No.
I knew they'd take over.
Sorry.
Sorry, we'll stop. Do you watch Outlander?
No. Haven't watched Outlander at all.
Go, Scott.
What am I doing?
Who's the
Who's-
best singer? Oh, no, wait. Can I
Who is the best singer in your Thursday night men's class? From Brian Rivers.
Brian Rivers.
Yeah.
Yes. So I couldn't possibly choose. You all bring something very different to the table. You know this, Brian.
What is your favourite Beatles song?
My favorite Beatles song is probably either Blackbird or In My Life
Yeah,
and For
In My
No
Life,
One.
yeah.
I've loads. I pretty much love all the Beatles songs. I really do. There's nothing I
Yeah.
don't like.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 things would you choose?
A razor,
What? Oh, fair enough.
Sure.
tweezers, and a bottle of wine. I'd be fine. No, Scott, not bringing you. We've been in isolation way too long.
Linda Trettel.
Yes.
Can you do an American accent when you talk yet?
No.
Not really. She's not great.
I don't try and do it either unless I'm impersonating some people.
No, you change certain words for certain people.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
change. Obviously, because people don't understand when I go, can I have the ham and cheddar egg bites? So I have to go ham and cheddar egg bites.
Not just that they don't understand.
I know, yeah, people don't understand me at all.
Do you sing Carpenter's songs live at your concerts?
No, I never have. But maybe I will. I have a whole list of songs. I have a set list. I'm ready to go for my next concert.
cool.
It may not be anything anyone wants to hear, but I am ready to go.
Yo, Jennifer Barry. Favorite Eminem song?
Lose Yourself. That's my
Some
favorite
new
one.
ones coming out though that are
I
bangers.
know, yeah.
New album.
Yeah. And I love the one that he duetted with
Sheeran?
Rihanna
Oh.
as well. Just gonna stay.
Love the Way You Lie.
Yeah, that's the one.
Jennifer Barry also asks, what's your favourite Irish food and drink?
Oh, my favourite Irish food is black pudding. And my favourite Irish drink would be Guinness. I do love a Guinness, but only with blackcurrant, and I can only do a glass. Sorry to all my Irish people who are like just disgusted with me right now.
Rachel Kipper. Has Scott ever taught you Irish dancing? And
Yep.
do we have a video of Scott teaching you dance? Winky face.
Nope. I'm too clever
She's
to
re-
things.
What?
You know, I'm too clever to have any.
You're very
photo-
good at the dancing.
Any footage of
She's
Lisa Irish
good.
dancing.
She is a good Irish dancer.
Caitlin Hill wants to know in 3 words, describe Scott teaching you Irish dance.
Oh, he's so mean to me.
3 words, that's 2 words.
Oh, so mean. 3 words.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Karen Ward asks, how do you spell the name of your first mention?
Oh yeah, we did that.
We already
one.
did
Keane.
that.
Oh,
But you
sorry.
disappeared. Jack disappeared. Jack took a
Yay.
little break.
Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Beatles. I'm actually not a Rolling Stones fan.
Green.
You know, let's say
What?
that.
You're not allowed to say that.
Because
What are
that's
you on
like-
about?
Yeah, you can say you prefer the Beatles, but you
Painted
can't say
black?
you don't like.
Come on, Painted
I
Black.
don't even know that.
Oh,
I was joking. You know that song.
oh.
I'm not going to
I
sing
will
it.
say- The
Fiona
Beatles are-
Wilson
Okay, thanks, Jack.
asks, if you could be any movie character, who would it be?
Any movie character.
Animated or...
No, I don't watch animated.
Okay.
Any movie character, who would I be? Oh god, that's a really hard one.
Movie character?
Yeah,
Aaron Paul. Oh wait, no, he's a TV.
and I'm a girl.
Wait, can she be a... Never mind, yeah, girl.
I'll have to think on that one, Fiona Wilson. That's a really tough one. Really tough one.
Canal Bank
Where's Caitlin
Wings?
Simpson? Huh?
Canal Bank Wings. Are they your favourite wings?
Canal Bank Wings are my favourite wings, yes.
And Tribeca.
Who said that?
Pat Walsh.
Pat Walsh, yes. I told Pat Walsh to go there. Canal Bank Wings are my favourite wings, although we have a great place in town here in Peachtree City
No.
called Mike and C's, and they
Don't.
do great. They do great chicken wings.
Yeah,
Great
don't.
chicken wings. Okay.
What?
Caitlin Simpson just wants to know plainly, how are you?
I'm good, Caitlin. I miss your face. I love you.
Jennifer Aniston or Kate Beckinsale?
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Who's your favourite songwriter?
Don't know.
Oh, good one.
Don't know.
Melissa Freya asks
Freya.
Freya for Scott. How did you get started with Riverdance?
I made a VHS audition from Australia and sent it via the post from Australia because we didn't have anything online.
There's
at that
plenty
point.
of Riverdance people on here tonight.
It was sent to
I'm looking at all the names that are coming up in this live feed. Oh my goodness,
We should
Jokino
all be at
Farinella
the-
is on
we should
this.
all be at the
You,
teacher's
I'm
reception.
laughing, yeah, on a Saturday night, nobody's out.
Wait, I got one. Do you have any good luck charms that you and your family take on stage? Do you? No.
I did get recently, only in the last couple of years, my friend here, Beth, gave me her mom's treble clef brooch. And I always have that somewhere on my costume when I go on. But aside from that, I didn't have things. But once I start something, I always try and keep it up because then I just become obsessed and go, oh, it's a bad omen if I don't have
Do
it.
you want to ask Caitlin some question?
How much do you love Irish dancing, Lisa, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Go on, Caitlin.
10.
Not
George
11.
and Mary
I
live
love
in
it
Dublin.
because it makes my family so happy. But could I live without it? Absolutely. Yes. Yes, I could.
Favorite actor, male and female? Ryan Reynolds.
Not Ryan Reynolds. My favorite male actor, I really like Anthony Hopkins. I've always liked Anthony Hopkins. I
Joaquin
love
Phoenix.
Bryan Cranston. Joaquin Phoenix, no, not really.
He was
He was
insane.
insane in The Joker. Female actresses, I love Judi Dench. Always loved Judi Dench. I love Helen Mirren. I love her and everything she does. Maggie Smith. I kind of love our English actresses, which is strange. Trying to think of American actresses I love. Who do I love?
You love everybody.
I love Claire Danes. I love
You
Homeland.
like good acting.
I love good acting. However, I love Catherine O'Hara because I love Schitt's Creek. And between Dan Levy and Catherine O'Hara, my life has just been made the last couple of years. The last couple of months. It's been amazing.
Tom Fox, I love the Believe arrangement of the Parting Glass. The High Kings also used that more uplifting arrangement. Do you know where that beautiful uplifting arrangement that Celtic Woman performed actually originated?
Yes, David Downs did the traditional arrangement of it. It's fabulous. One of my favourite songs that Dave Downs ever arranged. Absolutely love it. Hello, Craig Ashurst.
Yep.
Okay, I saw that as well. Tom Fox says, have you ever thought about having any other Celtic Woman members be guests at certain concerts?
No, because not for any reason other than then it becomes a Celtic Woman concert, and it really wasn't about it being. I know I do some songs from Celtic Woman, but it really the aim of doing the concerts here in Peachtree City was to let the kids that I teach be part of a professional show. Because professional shows run very differently, and it was really important for myself and Scott when we started what we were doing here was to introduce people to the professional side, because it's different. It is so different, and the kids will tell you, like, they go and they do shows that they get to practice for ages for. We don't have that. We don't have the luxury of being able to practice in the Fred for 3 weeks before we put the show on. We practiced for a day. They learn the songs obviously over time, and then they have to do it that day. So I didn't want it to be a Celtic Woman concert. I just didn't. That wasn't it. And the reason for having Chloe involved in it and Paul at the time when we started was there's an emotional connection, like we're best friends, and I couldn't imagine. Oh, sorry, I just saw Noel McDonough signed on there. Oh no. That's the man who gave me my start in all of this, Noel McDonough. Only for Noel, I would never have done any of the things. Yeah, actually, and got Scott his first gig in Dublin too. After Riverdance, that was Noel with Belinda.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The Celtic Woman element of it is important because it's who I was. But I just didn't want it to become a Celtic Woman concert. That wasn't it. So I haven't. To answer your question shortly, I haven't thought of any others. It was more of a friends get together, really.
Do you want that?
Do you like the show Friends?
Oh, I love the show Friends. Yeah. I can say every single line of every single episode.
Rachel
I've watched
Kipper.
it a million times.
What's your favourite number of Riverdance, Scott and Lisa?
What's my favourite
Number in like Riverdance.
Oh, Heartland is my favourite.
Trading Tap.
Or I could do like a mean dum dum dum
Fire
dum
dance,
dum dum. I could do a mean fire dance.
Bum.
Nobody is impressed with my flamenco dancing, however.
No, because,
but yeah, I love Real Around the
It
Sun.
was a little bit too provocative for the Spanish dancing.
Real Around the Sun still, though, like the music will start the kids off and have it on in the house or whatever, and I literally will get goosebumps. I feel the rush of excitement getting ready, because I literally flew on the plane to Riverdance having never seen Riverdance. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even really know the songs. I was learning them on the plane. I just finished doing another show, so I really knew nothing about Riverdance except that Eurovision entry, the Eurovision halftime. So when I actually got to Rally Durham and I got to sit and watch the show for the first time on the Sunday or Saturday matinee, like my jaw hit the ground. I couldn't actually believe what I was watching and how amazing it was, and how I was so mad that I actually gave up Irish dancing. Well, I only did it for a week, but I was mad I gave it up.
Good.
If you and Scott were going on a date, would you rather get dressed up and go to an upscale cafe or go on a casual outing?
Casual outing. Sure.
I'd rather stuff my face with popcorn, really, at a movie. We'd be good. I like going to a movie with Scott. We never do that either.
That's casual.
Again, because it's nighttime. Scott and I, when we go on dates, it's usually during the day. It's usually a lunch date. So we know all the local restaurants. We get to go there for lunch, but night times are out for us.
Someone's asking, what about Saoirse Ronan when you're talking about actors?
Yes, I think Saoirse Ronan is a great actress. Yeah, I love her. I saw her, I'm trying to think of the beach movie. I saw her, that wasn't a huge movie, but I ended up watching it on the plane going home one of the times. Something on something beach. Somebody might remember the name of it, and she was fabulous in that. Loved her. Yeah, she's fabulous. She's such a great ambassador for Ireland. She's fabulous.
Erica Lance wants to know why she's never seen you Irish dance.
We really haven't seen her Irish dance.
You probably haven't seen me drink enough, Erica, to Irish dance. Caitlin Simpson's seen me Irish dance.
She has.
Yes.
Oh yes, the lead of everything, every number.
Oh yeah, I'm always the lead.
Yes.
Always the lead.
Dorney Groves wants to know your favourite Elvis song.
Elaine Cabinet
Oh, I
says
said
it
that
was on Chesil Beach. Was what
Oh,
we
that's the
talked
one.
about.
Did she see? Did you watch it? It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
Colin Miller's daughter, Jackie, asks, what's your favourite colour?
Blue.
Can you give a quick shout out to my daughter who's autistic, Corinne? She absolutely adores
Oh,
you.
hello, Corinne. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're like social distancing. Big hi for me.
Brian Morrissey, never mind Lisa, how's Scott Porter?
Still riding, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Fiona-
Riding partners there, Brian and Scott. Yeah.
Right.
Fiona Wilson asks, if the voice rang you up to be a judge, would you?
Oh yeah. Oh God, I'd love that.
You'd have to turn your chair around. You'd feel so sad for everybody.
I know. Yeah. I
You'd
know.
be like,
I know. I'd be
oh,
so
but like,
mad.
nobody turned around for them.
I would. Yeah. I would happily do the voice. Yes.
Jerry Ward, if you had a dinner party with 6 like famous guests, whoever, past or present, who would you want around your table? Who would you invite?
Oh, there are questions that I really have to think about. Marilyn Monroe, definitely love her.
Ryan Reynolds.
Not Ryan Reynolds. Cian. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know. Actually, there's way too much
Yeah, Ryan
to think
Reynolds.
of. Cian would have Ryan Reynolds there.
All 6
Yes.
of them.
All 6 of them. 6
Yes.
different Ryan Reynolds.
Colin Miller asks, my daughter JC1 asks, what's your favourite colour?
I just said.
I
Are you
just-
not listening,
No,
Jack?
I'm
Said that.
Jack's not listening. He's not paying attention.
How much for the sofa?
Yeah, funny.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
Okay, a few more.
Rachel,
Okay.
Rachel Kipper, how did you come up with your children's names?
Oh, that's a good one. I was
I
betting on a
think- no,
football
no.
match.
Okay, so okay, so Cian,
No.
Scott always wanted to call Cian after spending time with the Smiths
Yeah,
in
Michael
Boston.
and
Michael
Noreen.
Smith and Noreen
Yeah.
had a son called Cian. Scott thought this was the coolest name ever. So Cian, I was pregnant on Cian during the World Cup in 2004, and we got up 2002, and we got up early one Sunday morning. 2002. We got up early one Sunday morning. The whole cast of Riverdance and the bar in Boston opened.
that's right.
And we said that if Robbie Keane scored the goal
Against Germany. Yeah.
I had to call the baby Keane. And that was Michael Pat Gallagher, actually, who was the one who insisted that I call him Keane. So he ended up being Keane.
Keane, yeah.
And then Jack, I always loved Jack. I had
I wanted him to be
promised...
called Jackson. Do you remember when you said there was no way?
Scotland Jackson.
was
I
the
was like,
compromise.
no, the compromise was Jack. Ellie, Scott wanted to call Ellie Chloe.
Yep.
I made a deal with him that if she was blonde, we'd call her Chloe, knowing full well between the two of us we were going to have dark-haired children. So I said Ellie. And then Harry, I've always loved the name Harry, and I really thought Harry Potter would have been long gone by the time our Harry grew up, but he hasn't, so everybody calls him Harry
Excuse
Potter.
you, I was supposed to be Chloe.
Actually, Jack was Chloe because I was pregnant on Jack in Riverdance, and I went for my ultrasound in Detroit, and the lady doing my ultrasound told me I was having a baby girl. So I was leaving the Lagan. No, it wasn't the Lagan. It was the Boyne company at the time, and they threw me this most beautiful girl baby shower, and I shipped home about $150 worth of shipping. There was that's what it cost me to send all the pink dresses home. And I got home to Dublin, and I went into the hospital when I was about 28 weeks pregnant, and they were doing a scan, and I was telling her all about my baby shower in America, because at this time in Ireland they didn't do baby showers, and I could see the poor lady doing my sonogram, and she's like looking like this, and I knew there was nothing wrong because I could hear the heartbeat and everything, and she went, oh my God, please tell me you have receipts, because this is not a girl, this is a boy. So Jack was Chloe for a really long time. For 20
And where did Ellie actually come from?
Ellie. She didn't. We were always going to call her Ellie. My grandmother was Ellen as well. So she died the day before Jack was born. So I don't know why Ellen wasn't ever on the cards.
It was, but that's why we
we
made
shortened
it
it to
Ellie.
Ellie.
Right, that
Scott's
was your
filling me in.
compromise
That was
as
compromise.
opposed to Chloe.
Yes.
Favorite Japanese food?
Yes.
Oh, ramen, spicy miso ramen. Yes, from Goto.
Goto.
Yeah, Goto here in
Sushi.
Peachtree City. So
Or
good.
any sushi from Ginza.
Any sushi from Ginza, yes. Ginza are fabulous. Yeah, fabulous.
Nicole Catherine, what's Scott's best dad joke?
I'm not very funny.
Oh, he's not very
I'm
funny.
I'm actually very, very funny.
Just
It's
not
just that
joke
Lisa
one.
doesn't think I'm funny.
I would like to say, no offense to any of the Americans watching, but the Americans find Scott very funny. The rest of us kind of go, what?
Green.
I'm a big deal in America.
Yes. He's very funny in America.
Paul Hazing, do you still have all the dresses from Celtic Women concerts?
Nope, I don't have.
She wears them every night.
You know, I'm singing around
With the
kitchen.
popcorn.
I do not have any. That's not true. I have the very first dress from Celtic Woman. The rest of them I don't have. They were costumes, and I had to leave them when I left. Nobody's ever given them to me.
Don Rouse, is there any plans for any more Porter children?
No plans for any more Porch children, but we're in isolation and we may run out of things to do. But
I wasn't aware of that.
no, there are no more plans for any more Porch children. No.
Oh, have your boys gotten into TikTok yet?
Yes, they have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but however, I want them to clean up their act. It's actually their TikTok is on my Singer page. They did one today up at Palmer's. They went up to pick up their dinner, and the lady curbside made them dance curbside for them before she
Dance
gave them
for
their
your
dinner.
dinner.
So they did a little TikTok outside Palmer's here in Peachtree City. Yes.
Yeah, we boycotted it for ages, and then we finally got it.
TikTok, not Palmer's. TikTok you boycotted, not
Yeah,
Palmer's.
TikTok. Oh yeah, not
Yes.
Palmer's. Love Palmer's.
Okay, last two questions.
Who has better sense of humour, you or Scott?
Me.
Mum.
No
She
one thinks
laughs.
that except you.
She
But you're the
laughs.
same. Both of you
She
could
laughs
actually
at
keep
me and
yourselves
Jack.
entertained.
Jack and I.
Welcome to the Porter House.
Jack, in fairness, they laugh at their own jokes. They don't include anybody
This is
in
Jack.
their joke.
This is Jack being neutral over there in the corner. Yes.
I think that's
There-
quite funny.
Yeah.
Robert Mars asks if you're getting stir crazy here.
No,
What's stir crazy?
I'm quite happy.
No,
I'm
you're
quite
probably
happy.
mental.
Oh, going mental. Oh.
Quite happy. Quite happy.
Fish and chips or spaghetti?
Fish and chips.
Bang, easy.
Yes.
Go, Scott.
Shout
Quick
out
fire.
from JC Booth Chorus.
Oh, hey, Cara. I'm sad you're missing all your end of term performances.
Ever been to the Philippines?
Never been to the Philippines.
Never been to the Philippines.
I'd love
Are you
to.
more recognised in America or in Ireland?
I wouldn't say I'm recognised in either right now.
In your own house.
In my own house, yes. Okay, last one, Scott.
We're quick fire, Dad. Shoot the questions.
Shoot 'em.
Everyone, ask the questions.
It
now.
says
Do you enjoy going on cruises?
Nope.
We've
I've
never
never been
been.
on a cruise.
spaghetti or fish and chips.
We answered that.
Did we?
Didn't
Yes,
answer
fish and
this
chips.
one, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? I already asked that. Ooh. Favorite Dutch food? Oh, I don't know.
Colin Miller, my daughter JC wants to know if you play chess.
Oh no, I don't play chess. No. Scott plays chess.
Do you?
I don't have that mental capability to play chess.
No way, Scott.
You do. You just choose not to.
Booths or tables when you go to a restaurant?
Oh, booths.
Booth.
Booths. Opposite each other, no side sitting.
Oh wait, I just had one. Oh no.
Favorite person in your household? Kian.
Alfie.
Oh, Alfie.
No.
Charlie.
In a restaurant, do you prefer to sit facing or?
I just said that.
No,
yes,
no,
facing.
it's a
Different
No,
question.
different
Okay.
question, man.
I just said facing, not side.
No,
booth. It's not
No,
side by
no.
side.
No.
Facing
Oh, sorry.
or with your back to the entrance. Do you want to face the entrance or sit with your back? To
Like, do you want to see
Oh
people
yeah, I've
or
never. I've never even thought of that.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
no? Shorter than me.
So you stick
taller
with
than
blonde
that.
hair.
Yes, I'm sticking to blonde hair.
Favorite drink.
Funniest thing.
Apothic.
Funniest thing Scott does.
I can't say.
Coke or Pepsi? None of the above.
Neither. I don't drink soda.
Come on, keep the questions coming. Let's
Okay.
go. Are you sticking? Oh, you did that already.
I'll do, yeah. I don't drink soda. There's something there.
The word mum at the moment, how quick would you be drinking?
Pardon?
It's drunk.
Sorry, you have to say that quick.
If you had a sip of wine for every time you heard the word mum at the moment, how quick would you be drinking?
No, they're pretty good. They're pretty self-sufficient kids. They're very good.
Best Q&A to date. Thanks, kiddos. You're
That's
so
a
welcome.
question.
I know, but he was.
Was that Nick?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he always calls me kiddo. Yes.
Shoe size.
In the States, 7.5.
Bushmills or Tullamore?
Don't like either.
Bushmills.
Bushmills for Scott. I
Favorite
don't
song?
drink whiskey.
Favorite song?
Oh, Troy by Sinead O'Connor.
Ooh,
Pineapple on pizza.
Yes, pineapple on pizza.
Favorite
Yes. Lilies. Oh
Hey.
no, hydrangeas.
Celine Dion or Adele?
Ooh.
Oh, Adele, all
Nat
day.
King Cole song. Favorite.
Nature Boy.
Tea or
Tea or
coffee?
Uti.
Early
What's-
bird or night owl?
Early bird.
What's the favorite? That doesn't make sense.
Food.
Food.
My favorite food, cheese.
Watch NASCAR?
No, but I would.
What? Yeah.
I love Dale Earnhardt Jr. when he
Favorite
was there.
movie?
Something Like a Hat. I said that already.
Christmas performance?
Like
Always.
favorite.
Maybe.
Will you sing a song from us now? No.
No.
Dark or white chocolate?
Oh, white. But I don't.
Oh, she's lied. She prefers. You prefer dark chocolate.
No, I don't. I actually prefer white chocolate, but I can
Jesus,
only
I
drink.
can't say this.
I can only eat dark
Are
chocolate,
you
but
a
I
good
prefer
singer?
white. Am I a good singer? I think
Oh,
so.
cleaner.
Oh. If you
I
had
might
to
be
be
cleaner.
quarantined
Not
with
as
any
good
of your
as Scott.
former Celtic Woman bandmates, who would it be?
Chloe.
Disney or Pixar?
Uh,
Same thing, isn't it?
No.
Neither. Pixar because I can't do cartoons, so I prefer like the Pixar. They look the 3D kind of thing.
Okay, go to Starbucks order.
Oh, just a black coffee now. Well, coffee with milk.
No,
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Frozen, Frozen 2.
Haven't seen Frozen 2, so Frozen.
For kids, wait, what?
Fur kids or human kids? You
Oh,
don't.
human kids.
Lady Gaga or Pink?
Pink.
Coconut or pineapples?
You know she had the
Oh,
coronavirus.
coconut. Yeah, I know she had the
Pink or
coronavirus.
but
I love
she's
Pink.
fine now,
Love her.
she's fine.
I think she's
Go,
incredible.
go.
Favorite ice cream? Flavor?
I don't eat ice cream.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't eat ice
Better
cream. But
lying.
Haagen-Dazs Rocky Road if I have to, but I don't. I really don't like ice cream. So,
Do you like that one?
but I
Would
do
it be
like
fun
it.
for a reality show of your family? Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, I actually think our family would be hilarious. I wouldn't do it, but I think.
It'd be so
Never
fun.
say
I
never.
think the whole Celtic Woman people would get a very different idea
Apple
of
or
pizza.
Apple?
Apple or apple?
Favorite Irish / Celtic song? Is there a difference?
The parting glass.
Yes, there is a difference.
There is a
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
No, that's the question.
Parting
Celtic
glass.
covers more countries than just Ireland.
Yeah.
We already
You
asked
should do
that.
wife swap. Are you opposed?
I was
So
asked
now
to
you
do
have a-
wife
Now we have a
swap.
conversation.
No, hold on. Now
Okay.
you have a conversation.
So I was asked to do wife swap.
We.
It was me, and it's not that long ago. It's only a couple of months ago. We were asked to do wife swap, and I thought of my poor husband, and I was like, there is no way he would be able to cope. If anyone who knows Scott will know very well, Scott is a clean freak. He's very OCD in his behaviour, and I would fear for the poor woman who would have to come in here. No, I'm very calm. So it
Cardio or
works.
carbs?
What?
Cardio or carbs?
By
Which-
choice.
By choice.
Carbs?
But you don't have carbs.
No, I don't.
And you don't do
Carbs.
cardio.
Yeah,
I
so
don't do
Does
cardio.
wine count?
Wine doesn't count.
favorite mixed drink?
Antioxidant. Don't do mixed drinks. But
Oh.
Oh,
Wait.
wait.
my lovely neighbour, a few doors up, introduced me to Fireball. And
Ew.
then I kind of liked the Fireball, but then I mixed it with Bailey's, and then my lovely liquor man store around the corner, he told me to maybe try something. What's the name of the one in the fridge? It's from Cork. It's like Bailey.
Oh yeah, the cream one.
It's
still
it's
there.
a creamery. It's
Weird.
go get it.
Go get it,
Jack,
Scott. Go get it, Jack. Go get it, out.
I'll do it.
Rain or snow?
Okay.
And I mix that sometimes with Fireball, and that will be the only mixed drink. I'm not a gin and tonic kind of person. I don't like spirits, really.
What's that minty one?
I did that already.
What's that minty
7.5.
one? The one you put in the cool glass.
Oh, Moscow Mule.
That's
I
a
like a
mixed
Moscow
drink,
Mule.
right? Moscow
That's
Mule?
yeah. I do like a Moscow Mule.
What
but
is the thing you
I'm not
hear
drinking
most
it.
from your students for them taking classes with you? What do you hear? What they say most?
I have no idea.
What do they say?
I get lots of I love yous at the end of class.
What is Fireball?
What is Fireball? Is a
Okay, hold on,
cinnamon
Julian
whiskey.
Edwards. I can't get all the alcohol.
Julian
at once.
Edwards, 5 Farms. Yeah, if anybody, you can get this in America now. It's way more expensive than Bailey's, but holy moly, it's really really nice.
Rain or snow?
Gorgeous. Snow.
Do you know the words to the American national
Yes, I
anthem?
do.
Favorite season?
Julian
This
Edwards,
mix.
that's
Julian
Fireball.
Edwards, this is
Tastes
for you.
like cinnamon.
Cinnamon whiskey. It's actually really
Do you
really
like
good.
Rose.
Irish Jameson?
I don't like Jameson. No, I don't drink whiskey.
Favorite season?
Favorite season, winter.
Yes.
Sorry.
Scott and I are yin and yang.
Yeah, big red chewing gum. You're right, Robert Mars. It's gross.
No, it doesn't taste like. No,
It
it doesn't taste like
does.
cinnamon
It
chewing
tastes
gum.
like cinnamon.
No,
You don't
no,
eat chewing
I don't
gum.
eat. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So, okay,
Hurry,
quick
lads.
fireball round.
Come on,
Bono
quick
or
fire
Michael
question.
Bolton?
Who?
Bono or Michael Bolton?
Ooh, I actually saw Michael Bolton live
Jack
here
Porter
in
asked,
Franklin
who's your
Beach Street
favourite-
City. I'm still talking. I don't know how you compare Bono or Michael Bolton
But
because
which
they're
one? Yeah,
so
quick
very
fire,
different.
Lisa.
I know it's
Don't
quick fire.
overthink it.
Quick
I'll have
fire.
to
Both.
overthink that. Both, yeah. yeah.
Bono.
Who's your favorite child from Jack Porter?
I don't have a favorite child. I
Kid.
love them all equally.
Do you guys like Mexican foods?
Do I like Mexican food?
Chipotle.
Yeah, no.
Which kid is most talented? Joaquin Porter.
They're all talented. Yes.
Favorite pizza?
Oh, this is a better one. Favorite skincare product?
Lad, what? That's not a better
Oh,
one.
God.
This is a good one. You love all your.
I do love all my
Stuff.
creams.
You love
Yeah.
everything.
Favorite book?
I like
Favorite
lip
book?
balm.
Quick fire questions, let's go.
Oh, I'm terrible at reading. I don't have a favorite book.
Me too.
Which James Bond
I don't
characters?
have a, what? Which James Bond characters?
Yeah, actors.
What?
Oh, actors.
No,
James
characters.
Bond actor. Sean Connery. Sean Connery.
Favorite coffee?
They're all the same actors.
Just Starbucks dark roast.
If you were
Oh,
stranded
no!
on an island, what would be one children you could bring with you?
He
And it's
didn't ask that. They didn't ask that.
Okay, Jack.
What?
Oh.
I bring Jack with me. Yeah, I know you're great crack and all, but I bring Jack. He's way calmer.
He's far more helpful.
He's
Day or
far-
night?
Night.
What's more important, eyebrows or eyelashes?
Ooh.
Eyelashes.
Lashes.
Favorite tea?
Barry's Gold Blend. No, Barry's Dark Classic Blend.
Favorite coffee?
Starbucks. I just said
Whoa.
that dark roast. You're missing.
Harry Potter or Twilight?
Never watched either.
Hosier or Sheeran?
Oh, Sharon. Love it, Sharon.
Favorite car?
Ooh, Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper, that's easy.
Yeah,
Why'd you
John
think
Cooper
of
works.
it?
I didn't have to think of it. Don't have it anymore,
They're
but
obviously loading. People are going ham on these questions.
yeah, I know. This is good.
Favorite Bill Withers song?
Oh, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Love
Favorite
that.
sandwich?
Type of sandwich.
Cheese, plain cheese.
What?
Love cheese sandwich.
What?
Love a cheese sandwich.
Awesome. He's the best Bond. Oh, okay.
He's-
Do you cook traditional foods?
Like Irish food,
Yes.
I would say, yeah.
Believe or new?
Ooh.
Oh,
Believe
no,
or
no,
New
no,
Journey.
no.
I didn't get to tour with Believe.
That's
So
not what
it's a
it
really
just said, special.
unfair.
Special,
oh,
no,
special.
special.
It's a TV
Oh, again,
program.
really difficult because one was in the Fox in Atlanta, which is just beautiful, and then the other was in Slane. Yes, I was trying to think. Songs from the heart. Slane Castle. So you can't compare the two. I actually can't. It's like apples and
Oh,
oranges.
Okay. Favorite Irish dancing competition? Go. None of them.
The favourite, your most favourite.
Most favourite Irish
You really
dance
enjoyed the
competition.
Nationals in Vancouver last year.
Only because I got to
Oh,
go out.
and-
India.
Only because I could leave. Yeah, so I'm going to say Vancouver Nationals. It's not the highlight of my year.
New Zealand or Australia?
Australia.
Guys, come on.
What did
Go
you
on.
say?
New Zealand or Australia? I said Australia.
Okay, what vehicles do you drive?
I drive a Merc.
I'm trying to ask my own question.
Okay, favorite Australian city?
Perth.
Favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit? Apples, maybe.
Do you like
I don't
country
know.
music?
Do you like it if you mean?
Oh my God.
I'm not a
apples.
country purist, but yes, I do like some country music. Yes, I do. Yes.
Favorite Jimmy Webb song?
Moon's Harsh Mistress.
Favorite Greek and Mediterranean food?
What?
Favorite Greek or Mediterranean?
Mediterranean. That's why I don't understand.
Sorry.
My favorite Greek. I love Greek salad and I love hummus.
Yeah.
And I love the Beirut in Peachtree City, which is our Mediterranean
Boxers
city.
or briefs?
Amazing.
Boxers.
For me?
For not for you. Boxers.
Thanks.
I don't think the question was for you, Keegan. It was what Mum prefers.
Oh,
What?
Leo is watching. No bueno, Leo.
No bueno.
No bueno.
It's puede.
Favorite Argentinian food?
I don't think I've ever had Argentinian food.
What shampoo do you use? Purple shampoo.
Yeah, purple shampoo. What other shampoo? I use L'Oreal. It's something expert. My good hairdresser friend down in Florida made me buy that, and I've used it ever since. Ginger.
Hey, Jack Porter wants to know who your favourite student is.
It wouldn't be you. You don't go there.
Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh, I couldn't possibly. Like, it's honestly like having children, so I couldn't possibly pick a favorite
Are you
student.
going to buy each one of your kids a car, or will
Absolutely
they have to
not.
earn the money to buy it
They have
themselves?
to buy their car themselves. Yes.
Hotel or camping?
Oh God, I've never camped in my life. No.
Price is
Hotel.
right.
I don't glamp.
You did glamp!
Having a trailer is not the
That's
same as
glamp.
glamping.
That's about
no,
as glamping as you get.
Lisa doesn't camp.
Price is right. Yay or nay?
No.
Nay. Least favorite quality of your Jack
Of your kids.
of your kids.
Do you
Jealousy.
Jealousy is
Jealousy. I hate being jealous.
Aww.
Do you have enough toilet paper for quarantine?
Yes, I
No.
have plenty of toilet paper. I buy my
There's
toilet paper
never
on
enough.
Amazon.
Mountains or beach?
Ah, Jack. taking me.
Beach.
Circus act you would love to try. She'd love to do tight roping.
Oh, trapeze.
Oh my word.
How many hours per week did you do at Celtic Woman?
Rehearsals.
Like the rehearsals.
Rehearsals.
We didn't rehearse.
Well, you do an
Like
hour or 2
every-
hours a day.
Well,
Not according to
sound
the
check. We
songs
do
of the
sound
heart.
check. So you'd do
Two-part
you'd start your
documentary.
sound check at 3:00 in the afternoon, and you'd do your sound check, but not really rehearsals. It was like a very well-oiled machine. You were doing it every night. So unless something went radically wrong, then you would do hi Paul Byron. Then you missed all the chat about you. Then you would do more rehearsals. But for the most part, it was a well-oiled machine. You didn't have to.
I think Paul Byron should reenact, his girlfriend should reenact his
What?
accent.
His accent,
yeah.
that was the best.
Yeah.
Catherine is the
Yeah.
best. She's
Any
the
food
best.
you dislike that most people like?
Any food I just like that most people like? Potatoes.
Favorite male singer that begins with a P and ends in all Byram. From Jack.
Paul. Oh, that was from
It
Jack,
actually
not
wasn't
from
from
Paul.
Paul, for once.
Snakes or spiders?
Madagascar
Snakes.
or Shrek?
What?
Snakes, I'd rather a snake than a spider.
Madagascar or Shrek?
Shrek.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
The Masked Singer, yay or nay?
No, never watched it.
What's a castle like?
Castles are gorgeous. I actually saw that question earlier.
Several
Someone wanted to
several
know
times,
what it
yeah.
was like to be in a castle. We weren't allowed in the castle. We got to see
Which
a little bit. We had a little bit of Slane Castle, but I've actually, apart from the nice hotels in Ireland, Dromoland Castle and Ashford Castle, I've actually never really been in a proper castle.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Mackey's.
I don't eat it, but if I had to choose,
If you were to
between
do
the two.
trapeze, would you try ziplining?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind ziplining.
Oh, okay. We're going ziplining, lads.
Oh, lads!
That's
Zipline
right.
holiday.
We will put
Bucks.
it on Lisa Kelly Singer live feed. Lisa
ziplining.
ziplining. You heard it here first.
Yes, okay.
The Porters need to do Family Feud. What a hoot! I agree.
We did Family Feud a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
But
we did,
and
Harry
we won.
won, and we ended up in a big fight with the rest of
Sorry,
us.
myself, Ellie, and Harry annihilated you, and you did not enjoy it.
Jack was the host, and Saoirse and
again.
Cian were here. Saoirse was disgusted. Saoirse's Cian's girlfriend, who has been quarantined with us for the last 3 weeks, and she's going to be here till the end of April. And she's like part of the family, but she is from a family that spent quite a lot of time playing family games, so she takes it very, very seriously. And she was disgusted at our behaviour for family.
Red
Feud.
Rooster or McDonald's?
Red Rooster, Nicole. That has to be Nicole.
Yeah.
Kate Spade, I'm guessing that's Louis
Or
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
I don't own either.
Most beautiful
So-
place you've ever been to.
Say that again?
Most beautiful place you've ever
Ireland.
been to.
Bahamas.
She's going to say Las Vegas.
She's gonna say Vegas. Las Vegas.
Paris.
The
It was
Strip.
beautiful. There's parts of the west coast of Ireland that I had never been to before that I was blown away by the beauty of the west coast of Ireland. Honestly, but I still haven't seen the Cliffs of Moher, but yes, some of the west coast.
Have you tried swimming with dolphins?
Nope. But I'll tell you a story. So I know there's people against SeaWorld. I get it. But we went to Disney. I'm not a Disney person, so theme parks and stuff don't really make me very happy. But I brought the kids to SeaWorld, and there was a big show going on, and Harry was being a nightmare. So I went for a walk, and I ended up down the side of where the show was, and there was a pool full of dolphins, and it was just me and Harry. And the dolphins came up. I didn't swim with them because I'm not a good swimmer. They came up on the side, and you could rub them, and they were very cute. That was actually a really
Julie
nice day.
Byers says there's an amazing, beautiful place near Gatlinburg for ziplining. You're going to have great fun.
Chicken or fish?
Thanks. Probably
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
No, probably chicken.
Has anyone come down with the virus in Peachtree City?
Has anybody what?
Has anybody come down with the virus?
In Peach, yes.
Can we play Family Feud tonight?
No.
What is your sister
Helen doing?
She is teaching. She's a teacher in Dublin.
Favorite performance of Celtic Woman?
Oh,
Loads.
I don't know. There's, as I said earlier in this, there's when you play to a different audience every night, there's always something very special about. But my favorite performance, without it sounding like this, was my last performance. Like that was the most. That was the hardest. I mean, anyone who came, I don't know. I don't know how people didn't ask for a refund for the last show I ever did because it was the symphony tour. I was pregnant and I cried from start to finish. I don't think I got through a whole song without crying. And I think Lisa and Chloe, I'm right. I think we cried for the whole performance. So that was probably my most favorite performance. It just meant so much to
Are
me.
you noticing any family members coming highly Americanized?
Harry is an American, so
Yeah.
Harry was born here, and like the patriotism is obviously inbred when you're born here because he is American through and through. He wants a flag outside the house. He can say the anthem. He can sing the anthem. He can says his Pledge of Allegiance. Ellie's pretty Americanized. She would say she's Irish, but she's pretty Americanized.
I want to see you try ziplining and the lads do the commentary. I agree. That would be a class.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
last time you visited Ireland.
Last year I was supposed to be there right now, but I'm not.
Have you
Hi, David
purchased your
Smith.
Have
You missed all the Irish dance talk.
Have
Sorry.
you purchased your Tampa Bay Buccaneers t-shirts?
Nope.
Who is the eldest of you, the three sisters?
Oh, me. I'm the oldest.
Come on. Your last performance was special.
That's not a question.
I know,
Oh,
but just
thank
letting
you.
know.
Who was that?
Yes,
Who's
that
that?
was from Kelly Dunn.
Thank you. Thank
Do you
you.
know who Fred Rogers is?
Yeah. Fred and Ginger, yes.
Favorite animal?
Dogs.
Funniest thing you've ever heard in America?
Don't.
There's so much. There's so much. You people crack me up.
That's why I'm so funny.
I see, that's why Scott's so funny.
Would you ever go
skydiving?
No.
Yes.
Would you?
Scott would. I would not go
Yeah.
skydiving, no.
Um,
No. I remember my sister Joanne when the boys were really,
I remember seeing
really,
this
really
video
young. And my sister Joanne had gone off on a tour around the world and decided she was going to jump out of an airplane. And I remember showing the boys the video, and the boys going, "Why would you jump out of an airplane?" They were shocked.
Big dogs or little dogs?
But oh,
Both.
I
I
like
love them
big
both.
dogs. I like big dogs.
I love big dogs.
We have
but I
one
love
big
Alfie.
dog.
We've
We
one
have one.
little. Where is Alfie?
Do you have a bucket list?
No,
Ever ice skate or roller skate?
ice skate. Yes, I can do both.
you
Scott
both-
can't.
Did you and Scott both leave Celtic Woman at the same time?
Nope, I left a year before Scott. Yes. Okay, you're slowing down.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Do you ever envy the birds?
What does that
Do
What
I
does
envy
that-
the birds?
I don't know.
She
No.
connects with the birds.
I don't know.
Yes, she's a bird whisperer.
Does she zip lines with the birds?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
If you could dye your hair another colour, what would it be? Purple.
No.
I'm talking about myself, not you.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
He wasn't asking you.
I know, but I was just answering.
No, it's taken me a long time to get it to where I
It
want it
looks
to be.
class right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Lisa,
Okay.
try skydiving.
I will not try skydiving. I'm like the least thrill-seeking person ever. I have no interest in scaring myself. I do that on a daily basis without.
How do you know?
We already answered how
How did
you
you
Scott
and
and
Scott
that.
meet? Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I think we are close to the end, are we?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Yes. No other questions. I'm trying to see if I had. There was a really good question earlier on about accents when you sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
why do you not hear Irish accent sometimes when you're singing?
So I have a theory. So when we're all taught to sing, we're taught how to, just like when you hear a chorus sing, everybody uses the same vowels all the time, so the accent disappears. And while you would hear an accent when I talk, when I sing, you wouldn't. But a girl earlier on was saying, "Oh, you sound American when you sing." I actually think that's what you hear. I think you hear you hear the accent that relates to you when people sing. I don't know. I've tried to understand it, because I think musical theatre, no matter where, like Irish people, English people, American people, I think they all sound American when they're singing. But then if it's a British show, I think they sound British. So I'm not really sure. I don't think people sound American. I don't think American singers sound American when they sing. And it depends on the style of singing, I
Indoors
suppose.
or outdoors?
Indoors.
Musical inspiration.
I loved Karen Carpenter growing up. I've so many different.
Madonna.
And Madonna. I did love Madonna. Yeah, I loved Madonna. What were you gonna ask me, Scott?
What is best for musical theory, piano or guitar lessons?
Piano. I'm always going to side with piano lessons for any
What's your
kind
biggest fear?
It's my biggest fear.
Don't be cringy. Just give us your.
Don't be
I'm not really fearful. I'm not fearful.
You
What?
are fearful.
Of what?
Me. Like, I don't know.
Oh, cringy.
Kian. Yeah, no. I'm
Oh, so
not really
okay,
fearful.
nice.
I'm not a nervous
Leaving,
person.
Not living with you.
No, Kian. I'm okay with that bit.
Coming back to Australia.
Question mark?
No plans at the moment.
Do you like fireworks?
No, I hate fireworks. I like to watch them. I would never set them off myself, but I do like to watch them, yeah.
Are your kids musical?
Yes, all musical.
No.
Did your kids
What
ever
are you
play?
going to do after the live?
We had finished Ozark,
Can you answer
so
this?
we
We're
are
watching the
watching
fire
Little
thing.
Fires Everywhere. Someone had asked about Netflix things. If you haven't watched Schitt's Creek, you have to watch Schitt's Creek. SCH, I'm not saying a bad word. SCHITTS.
Oh,
Tiger King.
Watch Tiger King.
Ozark was amazing. Third season of Ozark.
All American if you're
Homeland.
kind of...
Keane's talking over me.
I'm just letting you
Keane
know.
talks over me all the time. What was the
Just
other one?
shoes.
Homeland, Ray Donovan. So many great Netflix series.
Where's Ellie?
Where's Ellie? Ellie is upstairs playing Roblox with Harry.
Favorite crime drama show?
I love Forensic Files. And well, if it's a drama show, I'll always go to SVU. Love SVU. Well, as I said, I used to love SVU.
Yeah, Little Fires
Are we done?
Everywhere.
Little Fires Everywhere. Okay, guys, we will try do this again when we have some time. Hope this brought a little bit of normality back into your life. Being stuck indoors is not so bad. Hope you all stay healthy, wash your hands, and stay away from people. Stay home. There's no need to go out. Great to see and talk to all of you. I'll answer any of your questions. If you post them on my Singer page, I will answer. Oh, Dylan Redmond, you're a little late to the party. I will answer any of those questions.
Toilet
that you
paper,
have.
over or under?
Over.
Yes.
No, under.
No.
I don't know. I don't pay much attention to the small details. That's Scott's job. I'm not a detail person.
Elaine says it was good to see you.
Oh, Elaine, it was good seeing you too. Love you. Love you all. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.